When you finally stop chasing her, when the constant texts stop, the late night calls end, and that desperate energy you were putting out just vanishes into thin air, something profound happens. The entire dynamic, the whole universe between you two, shifts on its axis. And yes, she feels it. She feels the absence, the sudden void where your attention used to be. The silence is deafening. But let's get one thing straight right from the start. This video isn't really about her, it's about you. We're going to dive deep into the psychology of what happens when you go silent. Not as a trick, but as a genuine act of self-preservation and growth. We'll explore why your silence can speak volumes, more than any carefully crafted message ever could. We'll look at how this silence can dismantle her ego. Yes, but more importantly, how it rebuilds your self-respect piece by piece. This isn't about playing games. This is about reclaiming your power. The goal isn't to make her miss you so she comes running back. The goal is to make you miss yourself so much that you have no choice but to come back to the man you were meant to be. This is your path to getting yourself back. Because the moment you go silent for the right reasons, you stop needing her validation and you start becoming the man she, and more importantly, you will never forget. Stick with me until the end, because we're going to uncover the brutal, liberating truth about silence, dignity, and the incredible freedom that comes when you finally, truly let go. So, let's talk about what's really going on when you're chasing. You're in a state of reaction. Her mood dictates your day. A quick reply from her feels like a victory. Being left on read feels like a devastating loss. You're living on a roller coaster of emotions that she's controlling, whether she means to or not. Your self-worth becomes tied to her validation. This is a dangerous place to be, because you're handing over the keys to your own happiness. Chasing depletes your energy, your confidence, and your dignity. It puts you in a position of begging for scraps of attention from her table. And when you stop, when you just go cold turkey, the first thing she feels is confusion. Wait, where are the good morning texts? Why hasn't he called? Her routine, which was built around your predictable pursuit, is suddenly disrupted. Her ego, which was getting a steady diet of validation from your efforts, is now starving. It is like a radio station that has been playing her favorite song on a loop suddenly goes to static. The silence is jarring. She might check her phone, wonder if it's broken. She might reread your last messages, looking for a clue she missed. This isn't about love or missing *** yet. It's about missing the attention. It's about her ego taking a hit. This is where many men falter. They see a flicker of her reaching out, a story view, a random text, and they think it's working. They immediately break the silence, flooding her with the attention she was missing, and boom, they're right back where they started, in the chaser position. This is why we need to establish the golden rules that every man must follow after a breakup or when he decides to stop chasing. Rule number 1, real silence is born from strength, not strategy. You are not doing no contact to get a reaction. You are going silent because you are genuinely busy rebuilding your life. You're at the gym, you're working on your project, you're reconnecting with friends, you're reading a book. Your silence isn't a tactic. It's a byproduct of you focusing on yourself. If your goal is to manipulate her into coming back, she'll sense it. Your silence will feel hollow, needy. But when it comes from a place of genuine self-improvement, it has weight. It has power. Rule number 2, hope is your biggest enemy. This is a tough pill to swallow. Hope is what keeps you checking your phone. Hope is what makes you analyze her social media for signs she misses you. Hope keeps you chained to a past that is no longer serving you. You have to let go of the outcome. You have to accept, deep in your bones, that it might be over forever. And you have to be okay with that. True freedom begins the moment you stop hoping she'll come back and start building a life that is so amazing. It doesn't matter whether she's in it or not. Once you've truly embraced these 2 rules, something magical happens. The silence is no longer a painful waiting game. It becomes a sanctuary. It's in this silence that you start to hear your own voice again. You remember what you enjoy, what your goals are, who you are without her. You start to rebuild your self-respect from the ground up. You stop seeking validation from the outside because you're learning to generate it from within. You're not performing for an audience of one anymore. You're living for yourself. Now, let's get back to her for a moment. What is she really feeling during this time? After the initial confusion and ego bruising, her feelings will likely evolve. She'll start to remember the good times, but through a different lens. When you were chasing, you were lowering your value in her eyes. You were the predictable, easy option. But now there's mystery. Your silence creates a space for her imagination to run wild. What is he doing? Has he met someone else? Did he really move on that fast? Your absence makes you seem more valuable. It's basic human psychology. We want what we can't have. By removing yourself, you're no longer the desperate guy begging for attention. You've become a challenge. A man with his own life, his own purpose. You've become the man she was initially attracted to. This is where genuine feelings of missing not just the attention can start to creep in. She might start to feel regret. She might question her decision. But here's the most important part of this entire video. So listen closely. What she feels doesn't matter. Let me say that again. What she is thinking, what she is feeling, whether she is regretting it or not, it is irrelevant to your journey. Your goal is not to win her back. Your goal is to win yourself back. If you spend your period of silence constantly wondering what she's thinking, you're still mentally chasing her. You just stopped the physical actions. You're still trapped. The real transformation happens when you genuinely stop caring what she thinks, when your peace is no longer dependent on her actions. This is the ultimate power move. It's not about being cold or resentful. It's about reaching a state of peaceful indifference. You wish her well, but her life is her journey, and your life is yours. When you reach this state, you start to operate on a different frequency. You carry yourself with a quiet confidence that is incredibly attractive, not just to her, but to everyone. People are drawn to those who are whole on their own, and if she does decide to reach out at this point, you will be in a position of power. You won't be the eager, desperate guy who jumps at the first sign of her attention. You'll be a man with options, a man with self-respect, who can calmly evaluate if she truly deserves a place in his new, well-built life. You might find that by the time she comes back, you've outgrown her. You might realize that the person you were when you were with her is not the person you want to be anymore. You might have built a life that is so fulfilling on its own that reintroducing her would be a step backward. And that is the ultimate victory. Not getting her back, but getting to a place where you don't need her back. So, stop chasing. Go silent, but don't do it for her. Do it for you. Fill that silence with action. Go to the gym. Learn a new skill. Start that business. Reconnect with the people who lift you up. Become so obsessed with your own growth that you forget you were even doing no contact. The silence isn't the weapon, your personal growth is. The silence is just the space where you forge the weapon. This is the path to becoming the man she'll never forget, not because you disappeared, but because of the man you became in your absence. You become a story she tells her friends. There was this guy. I let him go, and he just leveled up. He became this incredible person. But by then, it won't matter, because you'll be too busy living your incredible life. You will have chosen yourself, and that is the greatest love story you can ever be a part of. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. This is a tough journey, but it's one of the most rewarding ones you can take. If this message resonated with you, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content on building strength, confidence, and a life you love. Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. I'll see you in the next one.